Hi everybody, welcome back to Aurelia's weekly podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to be talking about property investment. Property investment, as you all know, it's a dream to so many people, and to some people it's a difficult task. But here is the key. Whether you're dreaming of your first rental or building a long-term portfolio, property can be one of the most reliable ways to grow wealth. But here is the truth. Success doesn't come from luck. It comes from smart decisions, patience, and a clear strategy. So let's talk about how to approach property investment in a way that builds steady profit and peace of mind. A lot of people think investing in property is only about buying a house and waiting for the value to rise. And yes, appreciation matters. But the real beauty of property investment is that it often multiply ways to make money at the same time. Think of it as three streams flowing together: rental income, appreciation, and tax advantage. Rental income is an obvious one. If you buy a property and rent it out, the rent can cover your mortgage and even leave you with monthly profit. Over time, your tenants are essentially helping you pay off your mortgage while you keep the asset. Appreciation is a long-term game. Neighborhoods grow, cities expand, and the value rises. That's how a £200,000 property today might be worth £300,000 in the next 5 years. And when there are tax benefits, this is what you get. Depending on where you live, you can often deduct expenses like maintenance, property management, and even the interest on your mortgage like the APRO. It all adds up to more money staying in your pocket. But here is the catch: property investment. Here is the key point here. Property investing isn't about buying any house on the market. It's about buying smart. The first tip is location overlook. A smaller home in a strong growing neighborhood can perform better than a beautiful property in an area with no demand. Look for signs of growth. New infrastructural projects, schools, and parks being developed. Those are clues that demand and value in such area will rise in the nearest future. Second tip to take home today is know your numbers before you buy. Don't just fall in love with a property because of the physical look. Fall in love with the math. What's the rental demand in that area? How often will you realistically collect each month? After you subtract mortgages payment, taxes, insurance, and repairs, does the property still give you profit? If not, walk away. The best investors are disciplined enough to say no until the number works. Number 3 tips: think long term and plan for bumps. Property isn't a get quick rich scheme. Market dips, tenant moves out, repair pops up. Build a safety buffer so you're not stressed by every small problem. And remember, the real wealth in property comes from holding for years, not flipping in a hurry. And here's one more secret: leverage is your friend. With property, you don't need to pay the full price upfront. By using a mortgage, you control an asset worth far more than your deposit. And when that property grows in value, the profit is yours, not the bank's. That's how small beginning can snowball into something much bigger over time. So to wrap up today's podcast, I will simply say property investment isn't just about bricks and mortar. It's about building financial freedom one step at a time. Focus on good location, run your numbers carefully, prepare for the long term, and use leverage wisely. The word leverage must be used wisely. Do that, and property won't just be a roof over someone's head, it will be a foundation of a generational wealth. I will leave you with a challenge this week. Pick one city or neighborhood you are curious about and dip into the data. Look at the rental value, look at the price history, and imagine what that area could look like in the next 5-10 years. Research is free, and it's the first step to building confidence as an investor. Once again, I'm Aurelia, and this is Aurelia's Weekly Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Now, let's keep learning, keep building, and keep moving closer to financial freedom. One smart decision at a time can create wealth for tomorrow. Thank you.